OMG, I'm so proud of you, honey. I can't believe my baby boy is all grown up and graduating high school. When did you get so big?
How is it you can embarrass me even over text?
A mom is just able to do these things. It's all part of being a parent, lol.
But in all honesty, thanks, Mom. I really couldn't have done this without you. I mean, you were there to help me every time I didn't understand something, and you helped me study my worst subjects. I really don't know what I would have done without your support.
Oh, stop. You're going to make me cry. Has your father messaged you yet? I told him that he needed to and reminded him what an important day this was for you.
As if he'd message me. You know what he's like, Mom. He doesn't care if I graduate or not. I'm just glad you remembered.
As if I'd forget. Here, I'll message your dad and remind him again. You know how busy he gets at work, so he's probably just not had the time to get to his phone yet.
You really shouldn't bother. I honestly don't care if he congratulates me or not.
Nonsense. Oh, and don't open your present yet when you get home. I want us all to be together when you do it, okay?
Okay, I promise.
Thank you, hun. Hey, Rick, sweetie, have you had the chance to talk to Thomas today? It is his graduation day, after all.
Oh yeah, that's today, isn't it? No, I've not had the time to talk to him yet.
Oh, well, maybe you could give him a message or a call now, just to say congratulations. You missed the ceremony this morning, so it would be nice for him to have some words of congratulations from you.
I'll do it in a bit. I'm busy at the moment.
It'll only take a moment. I mean, you're talking to me right now. Just send him a message.
I just said that I don't want to right now. Not to mention that you're bothering me at the minute too.
What?
God, I just about had it with your constant whiny nature. Come to think about it, actually, now that Thomas has graduated from high school, he'll be off to college soon, right?
Yeah, you know he will. He's gotten into one of the best colleges possible. He told us all of this ages ago. He's got a scholarship and he's going to study to become a lawyer.
So he's gonna be earning quite a lot of money then.
I guess. What's this got to do with anything?
Well, it just means that I no longer have any use for you.
What?
Yeah, I only really kept you around so that you could raise Thomas. I've never really wanted kids, so I thought the best way of being able to live my life as normally as possible was to have you raise him. But now that he's older, he can help me out in my old age. I'll even be able to retire early on his wage. He can set me up in a nice house and stuff.
What are you on about? Are you seriously trying to tell me that the only reason you bothered to stay around with me and Thomas was so that you could ensure your retirement plan when you were older?
And what of it? Look, like I said, I have no use for you anymore, so I'm getting a divorce.
A divorce?
Yeah, it's not that difficult to understand. I don't love you and I don't want to be with you anymore. I mean, honestly, what use are you to anyone now? You haven't had a job in years, I've had to carry this family. You have no skills. The best you could do is check out, girl. And I don't want you lounging around my house all day now that you've got no kid to deal with.
Dang, why are you being so vile?
Well, honestly, I'm saying that I don't want a pathetic, old woman like you in my life anymore. Is that easy enough to understand?
But I thought you loved me. We've been married for almost 20 years.
You thought wrong. Why would anyone love you? Maybe if you'd actually made something of yourself, but it's far too late for you to do that now. You're just a useless housewife and I don't want you anymore.
I can't believe that I actually married a horrible man like you. Where's the Rick who I fell in love with? Who wanted to marry me all those years ago?
He was an idiot who didn't see how much you'd actually drag him down. Look, just make this easy for the both of us, sign the divorce papers, and leave. I'm sure Thomas doesn't want a loser of a mother hanging around any longer either. There's no way he wouldn't be embarrassed to introduce any girlfriends he gets in college to you. He wouldn't want them to think that he's just as stupid and useless as you.
I'm not useless or stupid. And if you think I'm just going to give you an easy divorce and let you get away with everything you've been saying, then you've got another thing coming. Oh, and I know all about you cheating on me, by the way.
What? How?
Did you really think that I was that stupid? You're not exactly the best at sneaking around. It was obvious that you were hiding something, and it only took a little bit of digging to discover the truth. It was kind of pathetic, actually.
Yeah? Well, it doesn't matter because she's the one I want to be with, not you. Who's the pathetic one now, huh?
From where I'm standing, it's still you. You couldn't even be bothered to come and attend your own son's graduation. Only a truly worthless father would do something like that unless he had a proper reason. You just wanted to go and waste time with your new girlfriend.
How did you know I was with her?
Like I said, do you really think that I'm that stupid?
Oh, whatever. Just sign the divorce papers when they get to you. Now leave me alone.
Whatever. Hey Thomas, I tried to message your dad, but I couldn't get a hold of him. Don't worry though, I'm sure he'll congratulate you soon. But tonight we can celebrate by going out or something. Does that sound okay?
That sounds great, Mom. And you don't need to cover for Dad anymore, you know? I know that he's probably off blazing somewhere and that he simply can't be bothered with me. It's fine though, because now that I'm old enough, I can't be bothered with him either.
Sweetie, are you sure that you want to close your relationship with your dad off like that?
He hasn't been there for the past 18 years of my life. Why should I care about him for the next 20 of his?
Well, it's your decision, but for now let's celebrate.
Okay, I'll be home soon.
I'll see you soon then. I love you.
Love you too, Mom. Hey, Mom, how come you never told me that you and Dad were getting a divorce?
Oh, so your dad told you about that?
Yeah, why didn't you?
I didn't want to ruin your graduation. It was such a special occasion that I didn't want to bring the mood down. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but just so you know, I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
What? You don't?
No, he was a lousy dad and a poor husband. He treated you rubbish. I wouldn't be surprised if he had been cheating on you with someone so much worse in both personality and looks. He can never get with someone as great as you.
Well, he apparently has been seeing another woman. But are you sure you're okay with us getting a divorce?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be? You deserve so much better than him.
It's just, I haven't really amounted to much in my life. I've just been a stay-at-home mom and wife. Aren't you embarrassed for your friends to know that?
No, of course not. Being a mom is hard, and as for not accomplishing much, hello, I'm here. You raised me, and I, for one, am incredibly grateful.
Yeah, I guess so.
Besides, you can put your mind to whatever you want, and I know you'll be successful in whatever endeavor you choose to do. You're my mom after all.
You don't think I'm too old to make something of myself?
Not at all. And if Dad said you were, then just ignore him. 99% of the things that come out of his mouth are nonsense anyway.
Thank you, sweetheart. It's nice to know someone supports me.
Hey, you look out for me and I look out for you.
Definitely. Just you watch. I'll do something amazing.
I believe in you all the way, Mom. Hey, Rachel. It's been quite a while since we last spoke. How are you?
Rick?
Yeah, it's me.
What do you want?
What? Can a husband check in with his wife and see how she's doing?
Ex-wife.
Yes. Well, that's not important. I think maybe we should meet up and have a drink or coffee. Maybe we could finally work on sorting our relationship out.
What relationship? You burned that bridge quite a while ago. Wait, let me guess. You want to try and get on my good side because you've heard all about how I've started a business and it's going great?
What? No, I would never do something like that.
Right.
In fact, I've been feeling quite down lately.
And why's that?
Well, my Girlfriend left me. As soon as I didn't have enough money to pay for what she wanted, she left me. But not before taking me for almost every penny I had. Not at all like you. She wasn't half as kind and caring and considerate. And with how much you're earning now, we could live quite a happy life together. What do you say? You want to give our relationship another shot?
Not at all.
What?
You heard me. Now that I'm finally free of a lazy, condescending, and mean-spirited person like you, why on earth would I want to put myself through that torture again?
But...
Not to mention that I'm enjoying my life as it is. After you said all those hurtful things about me not being able to amount to anything, I decided that I wanted to prove you wrong. And as you can see, I've managed to build up my very own company, and it's a massive hit. I'm earning quite a lot, and it's only going to grow. Why would I want to trade that in for a man who would have rather belittled me than help raise our son? Oh, and by the way, Thomas is settling in nicely to college, if you even care. Well, now that I've said what I needed to say, I'm going to get going. I'm a very busy and important woman after all.
Wait, what about me? What will I do? I've got some huge debts that my girlfriend ran up, so if you could just spare me a bit of money.
That's definitely not happening. If you don't like the fact that you haven't got any money, then maybe you should try and amount to something else. As for us, I don't want to hear from you ever again, in all honesty. Leaving me was the best decision you ever made. Thank you.
But...
Sorry, but it seems you're in the find-out stage of your actions. It turned out that all I really needed to do to build a life for myself was to get rid of you.
But I'm your husband. You should listen to me. I should be given half the money due to all the money that I had to spend when we were together. You were nothing but a stay-at-home mom.
You hardly spent anything. You might have kept a roof over our heads, but aside from that, you weren't a part of my life or Thomas's at all. You never spent any time with us at all, and you always belittled us and talked down to us when you did decide to grace us with your presence.
Well, work stress was getting me, and dealing with a family on top of that was stressful too.
Sure. Well, you don't need to worry about me or Thomas stressing you out ever again.
Hang on, let's talk about this.
No thanks. You've done enough. Now I need to get on with my life. I divorced Rick like I said I would. Once I was free of him, I was able to expand my business, and it is doing amazingly well. And even though Rick claimed that I couldn't do anything, I was more than happy to prove him wrong. Hi, honey. Good afternoon.
Well, good morning. It's still morning here.
How's your trip going?
Not bad. What's up? How's my mom?
She's sleeping.
Good.
Good? It's not good. Her condition is getting worse. It's becoming more than I can handle.
Now you're starting to sound lazy. You've been doing great so far. Don't try to back out of it now.
I've been doing it for the past 18 years of my life. I need to start looking out for myself.
What are you talking about?
I was going through my timeline today on Facebook, and I saw an ad for a sculpture class. I want to enroll in it.
What? Why would you want to do that?
What do you mean? I've always told you how much I love to sculpt. You know I am passionate about the art form. So why are you acting shocked now? Is everything okay? Why aren't you answering?
I'm just speechless. How can you be so selfish, Mia?
Excuse me?
You just told me that my mom's getting worse, and you seriously think this is the right time to start learning how to mold clay? Jeez, are you for real?
For your information, sculpting is beyond just molding clay. Besides, the class won't affect how I take care of your mother. I just need to do something I am passionate about to feel alive once again.
I get it, but what's more important right now is my mother. Or do you want her to die?
Why would you say such a horrid thing? I would never wish that on your mother.
The class will be nothing but a distraction. It'll stop you from carrying out your duties.
My duties?
Come on, I'm the one traveling all over the world, making money. It's your job to take care of the home and my mom.
So, what are you saying?
Let's focus on what's important right now, and that's my mom.
At least think about it, will you?
Fine, I'll think about it. I need to go offline now. Talk to you later.
Take care. Hi, honey. Good evening.
Sweetie, how are you doing?
I'm okay, preparing for bed.
And my mom?
She's good. I've put her to sleep.
Thank you. You're the best.
Have you had time to think about what we discussed last week?
I'm so sorry, I forgot. I've been swamped with work.
How could you forget?
How could I not? Besides, I thought we were already past this.
No, we're not. The window for registration is closing, and I have to sign up before the end of the week.
You can't do it, Mia. We'll take care of my mom while you're taking the class. You'll leave my sick mom alone in the house? Come on.
I thought about that, and I came up with a good solution for everyone.
You're not taking her to class with you, are you?
What? No, that's silly. Why don't we place her in a nursing home? They are more equipped to take care of her.
I can't believe this, Mia. You want me to leave my mother in the hands of strangers who only want my money?
It's their job, and they will take better care of her than I ever could.
No, you're just being lazy, and you want to stop taking care of my mom just so you can mold stuff. I won't accept this. You're not taking that class.
Ever since we got married, all I've been doing is taking care of your mom. I've been doing it for 18 years, and you don't even care about my well-being. I gave up everything for your mother, and now that I finally want to do something for myself, you mean to stand in my way?
Just hold on until a better time. Stop being selfish.
You are the one being selfish. Why don't you send her to a nursing home?
Do you know how much they charge?
I think your mother deserves anything they charge. What's the point of working and making money if you can't take care of your mom?
Why should I pay a dime to strangers to do something my wife is more capable of? You're not going to register for that class. My mind is made up.
You're really going to do this to me? After everything I've done for you and your mom?
You're the one doing this to yourself. Stop this delusion and focus on my mother. When I return from this trip, I'll get you something, okay? Sweetie? Are you mad at me? Mia, why aren't you picking up my calls?
Hi. What's with the urgency? Is everything okay?
How can everything be okay? $8,000 was withdrawn from our joint account. Why?
Jesus, is that why you're burning up my phone?
You don't think $8,000 is a lot of money?
Well, it's not enough for you to be so strung up.
What did you use the money for?
I placed your mom in a nursing home. I went ahead with it since you were dragging your feet.
How dare you? I told you not to do it.
I don't know what your endgame is, but it seems I'm the only one looking out for her. She was getting worse by staying in the house, and you didn't care. Well, I took the decision out of your hands.
You went against my wish, Mia. I expressly told you not to. This is all because of that sculpting class, right?
Actually, the sculpting class is only a bonus. I used the money to pay for your mother's admittance into the nursing home, and the rest covered the registration fee.
You really have some guts. I can't believe you used my money to do things I explicitly forbade.
I did what is best for everyone. Your mom's health will significantly improve at the nursing home. Besides, you spend most of your time traveling around, so I don't expect you to understand how boring it gets staying at home all day.
This is your excuse for abandoning my mother with strangers who know nothing about her? How could you be so heartless? I won't forgive you for this. If you can do such a thing to my mother, who knows what you can do to me? I don't think you love me as much as you claim.
Stefan, how could you say this? You know I love you. I'm sorry if I made you mad. I'll make it up to you. I promise. Stefan?
Mia, we need to talk.
Really? You've been ignoring my calls for the past 4 days, and now you want to talk?
Are you still attending the class?
I'm just returning from today's class. Why?
So you eventually did as you please even after I told you how I felt about this sculpting thing. Have you no sense of loyalty?
You are the one with no sense of loyalty to the wife who has been taking care of your mother for almost 2 decades. You want me to remain a maid and a caregiver for the rest of my life. I deserve better than this.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I'm done with this marriage. I can't be with someone who hates my mother. I want a divorce.
You are kidding, right?
I am dead serious. I can never trust you again. After all, you abandoned my mother. What's stopping you from leaving me too when you pick an interest in another stupid skill?
This is really unfair of you, Stefan. Do you really want to throw away everything we have built over the years?
I just want a divorce, Mia. Sculpt all you want. I don't care.
Okay then, if this is how you feel, then I will give it to you.
Mia, you can expect a call from my lawyer anytime soon.
So you're really going through with this then?
I've made my feelings perfectly clear. My mother is the only person I love in this world, and you failed her.
Funny you should say that while I have been the one taking care of her. Do you even know what she likes to eat every morning? Have you ever made your mom so much as a cup of tea?
Let's end this right here. I want nothing more to do with you. You brought all this upon yourself, and you deserve everything that's coming to you. Mia, what's this I'm hearing?
What is it this time round?
My lawyer told me you're asking for 50% of all I own? Why would you ask that?
You mean 50% of what we own?
That's my money. Those are my properties. I'm the one always flying around and working my butt off all day. All you do is sit around and you're asking for 50%?
I deserve it, Stefan. The reason I never got a job was because of your mother. I was too busy taking care of her. If I had chosen to ignore her the way you do, I would be at the top of my career by now. You're lucky your mother is a sweet soul. She's the reason I stayed this long in the marriage.
Lies. I'm starting to understand that you were simply after my hard-earned money.
That money and those properties belong to the both of us, and nothing can change that.
Fine, you can have them all. I don't need you anyway.
We'll see about that.
Hey, sweetie. It's been a while. Mia?
Why are you messaging me? We are not meant to talk outside the court.
Please, just spare a few moments. I need to say something.
I'm really not interested. Goodbye.
I messed up. I messed up big time. I took you for granted, and I lost you. I'm so sorry. Can you forgive me? Mia? Please say something.
What do you want me to say?
Curse me. Anything. I probably deserve it all. I was horrible to you, and I don't deserve to be forgiven.
You got that right. But why are you in my DM? I don't care about your apologies.
Since you left my life, everything has taken a turn for the worse. I used to think all you were good for was taking care of my mom, but now that I'm alone, I've realized just how much you did. You took care of the home, you made sure all the bills were paid on time, and our debts were settled. You helped me with my work-related projects. You made life so easy for me, and I threw all that away because of my stupidity. I'm so sorry.
Well, I did say you would regret it.
And you were right. Forgive me. Please, come back to me.
Don't be silly. Come back to you? What a joke.
Mia.
Be honest. The only reason you're crawling back to me is because you've realized how much you need me, and how I don't need you at all. You took me for granted and showed me your true colors. I would be foolish to come back to you after that.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, and it cost you our marriage. I've moved on, Stefan. You should do the same. I wish your mother the best of health, but once the divorce proceedings are done, you and I will never have to cross paths again.
But Mia, I love you.
Well, I don't love you anymore. Goodbye, Stefan. Don't contact me again.
Please, let's rethink this.
There is nothing to rethink. I am done. Stefan tried multiple times to get back together with me, but I rejected him. I regularly visit his mother at the nursing home, and she is always glad to have me around. I also got a well-paying job in a manufacturing company, all thanks to some friends I made in the sculpting class. I feel very fulfilled and happy. Right now, I just want to be alone and do the things I love.